Proper motorcycle gloves shouldn't only give the rider proper protection in the case of an accident, but should offer full functionality and comfort for the daily rider and those days where a quick ride turns into a day-long love affair with a fresh set of twisties you find hidden in the hills. Here's my list of the best motorcycle gloves under $100. Your hands have the most important physical role to play when you're riding a motorcycle. Have you ever tried riding a motorbike with no hands? Yes, I hear you say, and so have I, with speed. Ever tried starting one, using throttle control, changing gears, or applying the front brakes with no hands? Got you on that one, didn't I? So when it comes to having proper gear, gloves should be right up there with your helmet. And here's some of the best. Before we kick this into gear, hit the subscribe button and the little bell so that you can get notified when we upload new content. And you'll also get the jump on the giveaways that are coming up too. First on the list are the Ixon RS Rise Air gloves. This summer season, half mesh, half leather bestseller from the French manufacturer Ixon is the perfect mix of function and design. With outstanding protection in the most important areas, reinforced in the sidewall and the palm, they've used goat leather for its softer feel but superior strength, carbon fibre knuckle protectors and a palm slider to aid in the reduction of brakes should you land hands down in an accident. Now we'll go more into this in another video. The mesh on top of the gloves aids in keeping your hands cool on those hotter days. Smartphone-friendly fingertips, try saying that 10 times really fast, means no more taking your gloves off should you need to use your phone, when stationary, of course.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I've been physically abused in the ear. I see your lips moving, but I can't make out the words. I'm deaf!
Now, if you can imagine a pair of gloves being as solid as a tank, you don't have to look any further than the Pace Glove by RJ's. Offering an almost complete leather construction of goat and cowhide leather, you're only going to get a small patch of nylon on the back of the hand of these gloves to ventilate the sweaty digits. Knuckle sliders made from carbon fibre, reinforcement in the important side seam and palm, but also on the tops of the fingers, giving you almost class-leading protection. The addition of a palm slider, just like in the previous gloves, which, in my opinion, this is a must-have in any pair of gloves. Being more of a winter glove, they've built in an antibacterial liner to aid in that stank factor, although if you're noticing any type of stink coming from your gloves, might be time to look at a set of new ones. Next, we're looking at the Air Ride 2 from Dry Rider. Now, the Air Ride 2 is 100% cowhide leather, a little more mesh than the Pace Gloves by RJ's, allowing a little more ventilation and airflow for any clammy hand honchos looking for a budget-friendly pair of gloves. The Air Rides have carbon fibre knuckle protection with some cute little carbon fibre fingertip protections to match. These gloves do have reinforced leather areas in the high impact zones, but they do lack that all-important slide protection on the palm. Next, we're checking out the Argon Vice leather gloves. Now, this classic-looking leather edition gives you the same protection without the aggressive styling that we've seen in the previous gloves. The knuckle protection is hidden behind a nice suede patch, and the addition of a zip on the back of the hand gives the ability to loosen things off if things get a little too hot to handle. The Vice gloves don't have a plastic palm slider. Instead, sticking with that classic look, they've gone with a leather slider instead. If the cafe style is your cup of tea, please tell me you saw what I did there, then check out the Vice gloves from Argon. Lastly, and probably my pick of the bunch, is the Stunt Evo glove from Five. Now, I'm maybe cheating on this one. Yes, the recommended retail price is actually $109.95. But basically everywhere you look, you can pick these things up with change of an avo. So they still count as under $100, and this is my list, so they stay. These gloves are more of a summer option, being predominantly mesh, apart from the palm where they have used goat hide leather. You could get away with using these in winter if you had a liner under them, although it would make the fit a little sloppy in the warmer weather. With a bucket load of ventilation and more trademark tech than you can poke a stick at, I mean, look at them all. Trademark. Trademark, trademark. Five gloves have class-leading pre-curves in all their gloves, making your grip easier and more comfortable, being that you don't have the added pressure of bending the gloves on top of gripping the bars. They have carbon fibre knuckle protectors and that super important palm slider. Even if you do pay $110, which you shouldn't because the links down below give you everywhere where you won't, it's worth every cent. And there you have it. 5 of the best short cuff gloves on the market today. Now, all the links are in the description below for easy shopping. And don't forget, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. A little spoiler, there's a giveaway coming up, so be sure to keep your eyes open for it. Until the next one, we'll see you then.